here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's on with me now? Who's on with me now?
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Dolphins going up against the Jets. So with that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. This one taken from the 7. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field and see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. And as the referee is under the hood, and we're seeing this as well, he's watching the knee, isn't he?
Similar to a bang-bang play in baseball where you're listening to the sound of the ball hitting the glove at first base while watching the runner's foot hit the base. Which one came first? Did the knee hit the ground, or did the ball come loose?
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. For the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On first down, Murray. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us. And then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line. And they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
Play clock winding down. They go back to Murray on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Play fake. Cousins. And over the middle, this is Parker.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
the defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. The play clock's running down. A toss to Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Ten yards still left on second down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On play action, Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go. Back it up.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
They go play action here on first down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Trey Burton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tannehill on first down. He's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. This offense has a few playmakers. If they're going to go downfield, they often look the way of Stills.
He loves to run the deep routes, loves to get downfield and make the big catches, and he does it with flair.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
Leonard Williams was one of the top draft picks coming out of USC, and he's done nothing to diminish the comparisons people make of past greats.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Here's Marshall. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. And let's run through the Dolphins defense.
Ndamukong Suh provokes a whole lot of conversation. But at the end, everyone agrees one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
Now Cousins. Got an open man. It's a noon one. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Play fake. Cousins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green, 39.
1st down. Here's Cousins. And throw right side complete to Parker. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Again, it's Murray. Shreds the tackle. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This is going to sound a little strange, but that was a really nice effort because he broke a tackle and almost sprang free, but it still ended up with a loss of yardage. The defense won that battle.
Detroit!
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Trey Burton, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
find love is destruction. This war is mine. I am the missile. I am the fire. Love is destruction. But this war is mine. This war is mine. I am the missile. I am the fire. Love is destruction. But this war is mine. This war is mine. I am the missile.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets, in today's game, it's a battle between two teams who come in with opposite win-loss totals on the year. It's the Dolphins going up against the Jets. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford. We are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Hurry up, here we go.
And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. Here's the Jets punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. And down to a knee. Well, that's one option. And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Britton Colquitt to punt this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. Time running out here on the play clock. On third down, and he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On fourth down, they do snap it to Cousins. And it's caught by Parker. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. And down to a knee. Well, that's one option. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And New York set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, That told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They'll run with Marshall. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here we go now.
Following the interception, Cousins firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now a 2nd down run for Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Here's Cousins. Going left side here, and it's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Murray, the lone setback.
Green 39. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
And he'll get it up the middle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. To throw, Cousins. Got an open man, it's a noon one. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Marshall. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. They can't tackle him. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Stills over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Three yards to go on second down. This is Marshall, and he's got room, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nickel Roby. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. But got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And a quick throw here that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Third down now following the completed pass.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The tight end Julius Thomas, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Second down following the incompletion. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Ten yards to go on third. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he finds Julius Thomas. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. To the air again, Tannehill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Again, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete as well.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Second down, Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Murray, the lone setback.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Cousins. It's complete to Parker, left side. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, it's Tannehill, and this is going to be incomplete. Again, they were targeting Marshall there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Tannehill throwing again. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This is taken at about the 14. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Jets take possession. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. 3-19.
Play clock winding down. Following the penalty, it's Murray. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
4 down. Hurry up. Here we go. 3-9.
Cousins now on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
On third down, Cousins. And he's got a noon one. The 13 yards that time and a first.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And now it's third down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go now.
To throw, Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 48. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Tannehill now to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Tannehill, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. A bunch of Jets there, a whole gang of them flying to the football to make the stop.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Again, we'll see the pistol here. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. Over the middle, able to find Carew. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Leonte Carew, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
On the return now, it's Josh Humph. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's complete to Parker, left side. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Second down, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Kareem Martin in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go now.
3rd and long for Cousins. And it's caught by Parker. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel...
Latavius Murray, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Latavius Murray, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration.
And now it's blocked. And all the defense has it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 50. The 30. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
He's going to look deep down the field and got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Leonte Carew with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Cousins now on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, Cousins. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. He'll look to set up his blockers. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
12 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a Miami first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted. Does the big boy have the juice? A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. Room here to run. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 94 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had the big return for a touchdown. Momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. He takes this for 3 to the 29. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They come out here in the eye. They go with Murray again. Oh, he bowls over it. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They pitch it out to Murray, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss, and that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here we go now.
Cousins from the gun on third. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Keith Marshall, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins can take the lead with the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense?
And it's a fumble. And this is caught. It's Parker. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Getting late in the fourth now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Tannehill. Time for a break. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York set to take the field. Back to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. So they dial up the blitz on third and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's looking like the Dolphins are going to win the football game. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Snap count through the defense off. 5-yard penalty. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Miami, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test